Hey, no, come on in. No. Hey, what do I always say? Doors open. Yeah, come on. I assume that you're probably here to find out about the caricature picture in the January newsletter. Look, I know for Alyosha members, this is probably not a hard one, but if you guessed Fyodor Dostoevsky, you got it right. Yeah, not a hard. We've had more difficult ones, that's for sure. We've read so much Dostoevsky here at the Alyosha Society. We started with Poor Folk, his first novel. We've read Notes from Underground. Our very first book, I believe it's been 3 years, Crime and Punishment. And sometime, I forgot what year it was, we spent 6 months on the brothers Karamazov. So Dostoevsky, fascinating life. He was born in Moscow, Russia, 1821. His father was a military surgeon. Interesting story there. He was murdered by one of his own serfs. A lot of mystery surrounds that whole event. But Dostoevsky was raised in a Russian Orthodox Christian home. But the young Dostoevsky kind of started questioning that faith a little bit. He got involved with an anti-czarist organization, Petrashevsky Circle. He ended up being arrested, put on trial. Nicholas I, man, he wasn't messing around. And anyway, long story short, he ended up in a Siberian labor camp starting in 1849. I think he was about 28 years old at that time. Did not return to Moscow for 10 years. But interestingly, when Dostoevsky went to that labor camp, the only book he was allowed to have there was a copy of the Gospels. And he read it. He read it every day. And so he sort of came back, if you can put it that way. He either came back to his faith or he was greatly strengthened in his faith during that time in Siberia. So when he came back in the 1860s, especially, he just jumped into the culture war of his time and started writing this series of novels against Western influences, European Enlightenment, nihilism and atheism, the idiot, demons, crime and punishment, brothers Karamazov, just to name a few. So anyway, Dostoevsky's our caricature picture. I'm sure that won't be the last that we've heard of Dostoevsky in the Alyosha Society. That's why we're called the Alyosha Society, main character in Brothers Karamazov. Well, hey, since you stopped in, I'll go ahead and give you a quick update on what's going on here at the Alyosha Society. We're still deep into our fall and winter study. We've been going through C.S. Lewis's Ransom trilogy, Out of the Silent Planet, Paralandra, and right now I'd say we're about halfway through That Hideous Strength. So around mid-February-ish, we will finish up the Ransom trilogy and we're going to launch into our spring study, Charles Dickens, David Copperfield. Super excited about that. Love to have you join us. We meet every Tuesday or Thursday. You just decide which one works best for you, 8 p.m. Eastern. We meet for 90 minutes each week, and we just have a blast reading and discussing great books. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions about any of this, shoot me a note, Bruce at AlyoshaSociety.com.